I don't think Fedor will be signed with the UFC after the first round. This was supposed to be an easy fight. That is exactly what the commentator of this fight said. It's very refreshing to hear. This commentator was more like a fan than an actual commentator. But that's refreshing to see, considering we're fucking used to Mike Goldberg, who is a piece of garbage. This freaking fight was fucking crazy as hell nuts. Fedor unloaded a barrage of punches on Fabio. Fabio went back. Oh, the commentator kept calling it an octagon, even though it was circular. It was so. This commentator was funny. Watch this fight. This fight was nuts. The whole fight was nuts. So Fedor landed one punch. Fabio went and turtled up and up against the octagon. Fedor unloaded a shitload of punches, haymakers, but he wasn't landing. Fabio was covering up very, very good. And Fedor overcommitted big time on one punch, and he slipped. He freaking slipped and fell on his back. Fabio got on top and started smashing. The fight could have been stopped. If it was Herb Dean, he probably would have stopped the fight. Fedor was as close to being knocked out as one can be. This was in the first round. Like, that was it for Fedor. Like, he busted up. Like I just said, he looked as close to being KO'd as I've ever seen. It's kind of similar to when he fought, I forgot the guy's name who worked at Sam's Club in the tire shop. I saw Brett Rogers, yeah. kind of similar to that. But this one was even worse. I even said on Twitter, I said, Kimbo versus Fedor would have been sick, because Fedor does not look good at all. But, dude, he toughed it out, and unbelievable, he survived the first round. Unbelievable. He got up and he was wobbling like crazy. I'm sure you've seen it a million times when a fighter's wobbled. He was completely wobbled. But both of these guys were tremendously tired. Fabio in the second round barely. He did okay for being that tired. Fabio too was, his face was effed up. Second round, not that much happened because they were both dead tired, but they both got some good hits in. I think Fabio got a little bit more hits in. Then it went to the third round, and a little bit more of the same in the second, except they were even more tired. But Fedor looked like a middleweight. The commentator was just, he literally said, "What the hell is going on in the octagon?" He was funny as hell. And then this was like a very, very, very Russian production. Like, the whole thing was very Russian. From the opening entrances and the introductions, the ceremony, it went the whole 3 rounds. It was unbelievable. Like, they were dead. Both of them were like dead. It's almost like the Kimbo versus Dada fight, but that one was way worse. But it was similar to that because these guys were exhausted. And then this is one of the funniest parts. And then when they were getting ready to announce the winner, this is a quote I wrote on Twitter. Quote what the commentator said. The commentator said this: "Of course, Fedor is going to win. That's for sure." When's the last time you ever heard anybody say that? That's so funny. By the way, the UFC is for sale. Okay, I get fucking rid of Mike Goldberg, get rid of Joe Rogan, and definitely get rid of Dana White. But they don't want to do that. I might make another video about that. But whatever. All those 3 guys, get the F out of here. So then they announced the winner, and guess what? Oh, the fight was in Russia, by the way. So who do you think won? Fedor won. And I think one judge gave it a draw. I was like, what? And then the Rocky music started playing, no lie, and then confetti came down. Very Russian production. Like, I was just laughing. They announced Fedor as the winner, and then Rocky music starts playing. And then, of course, all the people come in and take a big photo. I'm like, this is another example of if a fight took place in pride, without a doubt, Fabio would have won. You know, pride, they judged the whole fight, not round by round, the whole fight. For example, fucking Anderson Silva versus the piece of garbage Michael Bisping. That is 100%. If that fight would have taken place in pride, with the pride rules, Anderson would have won. He almost killed him. But no, let's go by round. But I mean, who didn't think they were gonna go for Fedor? It was just funny. Watch the fight. It's crazy. Phew. So now they're thinking that Fedor is very, very close to signing with the UFC. I don't know. But I do know this. And Fedor himself said this. The reason he has not signed with the UFC and did not sign with the UFC when they were trying to sign him is for one fucking reason. Dana White. He said they need to learn how to treat their talent. That's what he said, dudes. And that is true. Dana White, the fucking tyrant.